Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wolfishing Gaming. Basically, I thought I was going to be doing Lich Gun first. Apparently, I'm doing Ring of Honor first. So let's go through all of the pre-show stuff. Basically, because it said that basically the TV shows tonight, we haven't got anyone new in. So basically, this is what's going to be happening. So in the throwable, Mundy Leon defeats Faye Jackson and Chetty Rose. In basically a terrible match, all three not doing very well in terms of stuff. Basically, I'm trying to see who I can put together to be a new House of Truth. Because I think I know that Jay Diesel is definitely one of them. That was basically a part of it, and then basically putting Delirious in this match. Just because I needed a extra person in there. Then we have the boys defeating Coast to Coast. Both of them doing very well. Shaheem Ali not doing particularly well. Then I didn't actually know that Karen Q was actually in Ring of Honor at this stage, so she has a match against Scarlett Bordeaux but loses in 4:29. Then we basically have a 10-way just sort of throw everyone together, see what's going on. Dalton Castle apparently is penalised due to having an extremely poor form, which isn't particularly good. This is technically all the rest of the people that we have. To start the show, for the Ring of Honor TV, we have a four-way match for the World Television title. Basically, Punishment Martinez, who everyone now knows is Damian Priest, wins a four-way. And basically, the other people are Chris Sabin, Matt Sabin, and Jonathan Gresham. Which everyone probably knows the stories that happens with those guys. Then basically the Briscoes are backstage doing a interview, basically saying who will be next, and they're basically asked. So it's basically like a segment out of them doing like an interview type thing, but they get asked who's going to be the next challengers for their World Tag Team titles. Jay basically decides, hey, what about if we do a four-way tag team ladder match in 3 weeks' time, which will basically be, I think, maybe the PPV. I think will probably be the best idea for it. I think we do that. So basically they're saying, alright, in 4 weeks' time, 3 more teams will face us for those titles in the thing, and I think technically next is Death Before Dishonor, but apparently there's also Honor for All. So I might actually throw another PPV in there, and then also probably when I around to doing the next day, probably gonna update Impact Wrestling as well, because Impact Wrestling doesn't only has, I think, 4 PPVs, so I'm gonna update to have one every month for that too. So basically everything is together. Then we have our next match, which is a 4-way match for the Ring of Honor Women's World title. Now, I believe what happens later on with the title in real life is that I think Kelly Klein wins it, and then she gets injured. She holds the title for a long, long time, and then COVID happens, and then I think after COVID, well, during/after COVID is when just before it gets turned into a developmental, which I still think is a very stupid thing, they bring the other title into the promotion instead, which, yeah, hang on, is this not the Women of Honor? This title should be the Women of Honor title. That's what it is. That's what it is. It should be the Women of Honor title instead of the Women's World. Right. Right. That's what it was. So Sumi Sakai wins that. Then basically we have the first qualifier for the four-way tag title thing. Four-way tag team title ladder war, which is what Ring of Honor calls their ladder matches, which is similar to Full Metal Mayhem, which is basically TLC for TNA / Impact Wrestling / Global Force Wrestling, with that whole debacle. So the Addiction, which is basically Bad Influences Ring of Honor name, they basically win the match. Next up, we have the Bullet Club of Page and the Bucks come out without the Rhodes, so basically without Brandy or Cody. Matt Jackson takes the mic and says that they're annoyed that two of their friends, My Skull and Flip Gordon, were fired from Ring of Honor for no reason, which is what I actually did. Quick thing as well, before I started booking this show, those two got fired because I didn't want them in the promotion, because, well, as you know, what they've done in real life. The other person was Bully Ray, who I think tried to pick a fight with one of the Jacksons. And also, there is another person that I might get rid of because of some weird thing happening with me doing... Yeah, so basically it was a bit weird. I tried to do a team bonding meeting exercise, and strangely the thing, I think, bugged out or something, because instead of it like helping with people's relationships, it went the other way to suddenly having one of the Jacksons, I think Jay Lethal, and someone else not liking or having tension with if I remember, I think it was the Jacksons and one of the Jacksons with Cody, I think. Let me just double check. It's like Cody's relationship now, you can see all this different stuff, but now it has a negative opinion of Matt and Jay Lethal, which doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense why suddenly that would come up when they had, like, good thing with it. So basically, Mike Score and Flip Gordon are gone. Bully Ray tried to pick a fight with one of the Jacksons. So it said, okay, you are fired straight off the bat. And then basically booked this. I thought, hey, what about if, we do this? Basically blaming the new owner of Ring of Honor, which is basically me, for the dumb decision. And then basically a message comes on the screen by, I guess, technically me, saying that Page and the Bucks will be facing 3 opponents right now. Danielson not doing particularly good. But in the next match, we have Paige and the Bucks defeating Colt Cabana, Rocky Romero, and Scorpio Sky. Quick thing, whilst I was actually booking this show, I noticed that there was a load of heel face divide sort of I wouldn't really say botchery. I would sort of say more. There was a lot more heels than faces. So what I did was I decided to take off the face heel divide to sort of have like a proper show where basically anyone could go against anyone. This was before. So this match that I booked here is basically before I did that, which is why it seems a bit weird to have Cody not with the Bucks. I just thought, hey, what about if I turn the thing into a storyline and then sort of have this be a thing as well? Bullet Club USA, of course, Hangman Adam Page, who I think only gets the name when he actually joins AEW, which technically is called the Elites right now, and I think there's All In scheduled, I think, next month, if I'm not mistaken. So then we basically have our main events. Shirley Ford comes to the ring and says that he wants someone to face at the next PPV for his world title. So the Arena face the Black before coming on, with Cody having Shirley Ford in the hold for the Crossroads before Lee Ford pulls himself out of it, and Scotty and Cody Silken come out with Silken saying, at the next PPV it will be Shirley Ford versus Cody for the Ring of Honor World title, but if Cody loses, he will have to leave Ring of Honor, because basically he's good, but also his stuff backstage is a bit sort of meh. Before he leaves, Silken also says that next week Cody and the Bucks will defend their trios titles in a three-way trios ladder war. And that's how we end the show. So, well, what? That's the first time I've ever seen that many regions being added. Right, guys, I am going to end off this episode here. Sorry for it being a bit short. I think after this is Leech Underground, which I think I'll book straight afterwards. So I'm going to quickly upload this one and then go and book the next one. So I'll see you all then. Anyway, please like, subscribe and comment. Comment down below on any potential matches they want me to book, any potential people that you want me to bring in, any people that you think are in the roster that we don't really need, or that you don't really want to have be in Ring of Honor. And I'll see you all next time. Have a good day, and goodbye.